Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So, welcome to today's show. I hope you're doing well. We are wrapping up our Agitation series today, and we're going to do one of my favorite things to do, and that is a roll call of our quality. So, before we get there, let's just do a quick recap, Linda, of our agitation series. So, the definition that we are aligning with for agitation is psychological and physical restlessness. And the origin of the word is Latin, comes from the energy of to disturb. And in the 1700s, agitated meant disturbed in mind. Disturbed in mind. And that is how many are feeling right now. There is a disturbance in mind. And so, what do we do with that disturbance? What do we do when we feel agitated? And so, I've shared some words from Mark Nepo's book, The Fifth Season, where he talks about how we still the agitations of living in the world of order to hear the singular ring of the bell. So, how do we relate to those feelings of agitation or disappointment or frustration or fear? How do we love on ourselves? How do we love on ourselves when we are in that feeling of agitation? I see you, Shay Love, sending you some love energy, sending you peace and calm vibrations. And so we get to use what we know works for us, right? So what might work for me may not work for you. What might work for you may not work for me. And so that's what I love about practice. One of the things that I love about practice is that we get to just try on things and see how it feels. See if it suits us. See if it's the right size, right? And if it is, wonderful, we get to practice that. And if it isn't, we get to choose something else and then practice in that. So, what is it that you do for yourself to still the feelings of agitation? That is the question that we have been sitting with all week. How can you still your agitations? How are you stilling your agitation? So Shay says she is tapping this morning, and tapping is a wonderful way. I'm showing you some of the acupressure points. Tapping is one of the wonderful ways that we get to ease and still the feeling of agitation. Beautiful, Shay. I love EFT. I love EFT. So, yesterday I was talking about it's not about feeling or not feeling agitated. It's about choosing how you will be with the feeling. Are you going to be agitated with yourself because you feel agitated? Are you going to judge yourself because you feel agitated? Are you going to beat yourself up because you feel agitated? Are you going to complain to yourself and others because you feel agitated? We get to choose how we are being with ourselves when we feel whatever feeling we're feeling. We get to choose how we're being with ourselves when we feel joy, when we feel peace, when we feel compassion. We get to choose. So it does not matter what the feeling is, what the emotion is. What matters are the choices, the conscious choices that we make, and how we are applying love and grace and kindness with ourselves as we move through these feelings. Move through the feelings, right? We're not pitching a tent and moving in permanently. We're moving through with grace and with ease and with compassion and with support for ourselves. And that is why I absolutely love that each of us have chosen. We made a choice. We have chosen the quality that we are embodying more fully, experiencing more fully, expressing more fully through and as ourselves this year. And that quality you have declared is an essence, the true essence of who you are. And you can apply that true essence of who you are, that state of beingness, to the temporary feeling of agitation. Isn't that good news? That's some good news, y'all. So we get to practice with our quality that you chose, right? I didn't give it to you. You chose it, right? And since agitation is about an invitation, right? That we get to choose how we are being with ourselves when we are feeling our feelings. And in this case, the feeling of agitation, the feeling of a disturbance in mind, right? We get to choose. So I am so grateful that you all chose your quality. And now we get to use that quality as an antidote to agitation. Because Lord knows there's a lot of things that are happening in this world that we can feel agitated, that can trigger the feeling of agitation. We don't have to look far, right? We don't have to look far. But we have the antidote. Yes, you have the antidote for yourself. It is embedded within you. It is at the very core of who you are. And you have declared for yourself what that antidote is for you. One of many high vibration qualities that are who you are, that you are rooted and you are grounded in, especially when we start to feel some distance from the truth of who we are. But in reality, with a capital R, there is no distance, there is no separation from the truth of who you are. We experience it, yes, we certainly do. But the truth is, you are one with the light, with the love, with God, with spirit, with source, with infinite intelligence, creative mind, whatever you want to call it, you are one with it. And that is some very, very good news. So let's do our roll call. I see you, Pamela. Good day. Sewing. Oh, that's a good one too. Sewing when agitating is a relief. Yes, do something you love, something that brings you joy and peace, something that settles you inward. That's beautiful. Thank you for that, Pamela. Fee said, I'm sorry, Shay. Shay said, letting it all out, crying, yelling, allow, 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 then it will pass. Yes, getting it out of our bodies. It's nothing like a good cry. I highly recommend it. A good cry, some yelling, expressing, getting it out of the body. It's a beautiful thing. It's a tool that we can use. So let's get into our roll call, because the quality that you chose is an antidote to agitation. You could just write yourself a prescription right now, right? Just write it out. This is the antidote to whatever ails you. You have the medication. Yes, you do. You have the medication. So, if you are new to this and you don't have your quality, that's okay. You can select it now. It's never too late to select your high vibration quality. You can write it in the comments, and I will add you to this growing list of just beautiful qualities that you all have made a commitment to embodying more fully this year. All right, so let's do a drum roll. All right. So when I say your quality, what are you going to do? You are going to affirm it. You're going to demand it, because it is the truth of who you are. So here are our antidotes to agitation. Shay, align, allow, create, and radiate. Fee, community and connection. Deborah, co-creation. Linda, self-love. Pamela, compassion. Eugene, discipline. L, curiosity. Sekou, abundance and laughter. Chris, harmony. Joan, joy. Jan, presence. Nelda, abundance. Lorna, love. Ophelia, silence. Lorna, kindness. Karen, purpose. Susan, contentment. Brenda, health. Faye, courage. Lisa, intentionality. Susie, peace. Cheryl, harmony. Tejan, perseverance. Nadia, discernment. Lorraine, curiosity. Kristen, spiritual growth and maturity. Marlene, sisterhood. Andrea, hope, peace, and joy. Hope, purpose, and joy. Tanya, peace. Caroline, peace. Sue, acceptance. Gladys, compassion. Cynthia, trust. Bonnie, love, peace, bravery, and prosperity. And mine are TLC, truth, love, and communication. Yes. All right. So you got the antidote to whatever is agitation, whatever is agitating you, or anything else, you can apply your quality as the antidote. Start within. Start with what you are grounded and rooted in, and just practice. Just practice. It might even feel strange or weird or foreign. That's okay, because we're practicing. We're practicing. All right. So let me check in with y'all one last time before I get into some joy news. Pamela also said beating a pillow. Those physical, what do you want to call it? Those physical actions, those physical movements are powerful, powerful to release agitation from our bodies. And we got that roll call. Yes, B was ready for the roll call. All right, y'all. So keep working with this. Just because the series ends doesn't mean it's over, right? We keep working with all of the tools by practicing. Yes, by practicing. So the other thing that I wanted to share before I move on to joy news is we are This is March 6th, the beginning of the month. And when I say things are not over when we end a series, I just want to check in with you and just remind you that we are intentionally being present with our completions from February, right? We take an inventory. We just do a little light assessment on the things that we accomplished and got made progress in. That's the most important thing for me when I assess myself is, have I made progress, right? So it doesn't have to be complete. I just am looking to see where I have made progress. So we are doing our completion for February and the things that we are choosing to create for March. So I encourage you to write those things down. This month I am, and you fill it in. And more than likely, there is a connection between what it is that you are focusing on for this month and your quality and your purpose. All of these things are in alignment. So we are thinking about it, we are imagining it, we are feeling it, and we are taking action, right? Because the feeling and the thinking is wonderful, but we have to align it with action. We have to activate it. We have to activate it. So that's your reminder, your completion and creation reminder for March. And so let's get into some joy news. And if you have wins that you want to share from February, please share them. I love to celebrate our wins. I don't think we celebrate and acknowledge and appreciate ourselves enough for all of the things that we do and for all that we get to be. So, speaking of joy news, this Sunday is daylight saving time. It starts, y'all. So we are springing forward. Clocks go forward an hour. Some people see that as losing an hour. I see it as gaining an hour or more light. So, however way you choose to look at it, it's happening. It's happening. So we are springing forward on Sunday, which means 10:30 a.m. service. Don't be late. Don't be late. So we are in our March theme at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I'm the spiritual leader. And I am loving our theme this month. We are following the global themes from CSL. The theme for March is what if? What if? What if I could just hang out right there? What if? What if? What if, y'all? So this Sunday, my talk will focus on traveling in a world of my creation. We're going to have a good time on Sunday. So join me. You can go to rocklandcsl.org for the Zoom link. This Sunday, we are virtual only. So join us 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, daylight saving time on Sunday. All right. I think that's all I'm going to share today for Joy News. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I want to just check in again because I saw something pop up. Oh, Linda, in February, I started a Qigong class. It feels good. Oh, good for you. Good for you, Linda. I have been mulling around in my mind, taking up Tai Chi again. I know Sekou does Tai Chi and Eugene does Tai Chi. So I've been thinking about, because it's that movement, that ease and grace of movement. So congratulations, Linda, for doing that for yourself. Wonderful. You're welcome, Scott. Welcome to Morning Sip. It's good to see you. All right, loves. I will see you. Oh, coaching. I am a spiritual life coach, and I have 2 openings to work with you. If you are looking for additional support, if you are looking for a path for your purpose that you don't have clarity about, reach out to me, and I will soon have a link that you could just click on. But for now, email me at iamrepmelissa@gmail.com, and we will set up a free 20-minute conversation to see how we can go on this journey together, and I can support you with living life in joy, connected to your yes. So, peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.